Good morning, traders. How are y'all doing today? Today is March 31st, 2025. Market opens in exactly 3 minutes. And as you can see, the overall NASDAQ market is selling off. Excited to be here. Excited to trade another day. Today is Monday and is officially the last trading day of March. Wouldn't you think of that? It's amazing. The beginning of the year is coming into an end. The first 3 months are in the books, and I'm excited to be sharing this journey and progress with you all. Overall, NASDAQ continues to sell off. So we got into SQQQ this morning. We're at $1,600 at the moment, 40 shares, up about 0.65%. So not quite 1%, but very close. Very close to that 1% mark. So let's see how much the market can sell off today. We're going to be patient, more patient today than previous days, as we do expect this to go up to, 45, 42, 40, maybe even $50 by the end of the week. So it doesn't mean it has to happen today, but it could happen later on this week. So excited to see exactly what happens with the markets. Hope you guys all had a great weekend. Great spring break for some of you. I know my daughters were on spring break, so had a great time, but now it's time to get back to work. Good morning, Kristen. Good morning. How are you doing? Trading SQQQ today. Markets are still very bearish. A lot of selling pressure going into the start of today and unable to go above this moving average. So SQQQ now pushing up to $40. It was up to $40.36 pre-market. And we started buying some shares at that pre-market level. So excited to see it. Just need another minute or so to spread my link around. Make sure everyone that wants to watch and join know we are live. So there we go. Man, I'm excited to be back in the chair here. We were on a little trip over the weekend with the girls. Took my laptop. I was going to make a bunch of videos, and apparently one of the kids or my wife took the charger out and never put it back in the bag. So I had a dead laptop all weekend. I made a couple of shorts with my phone. You guys can check it out on how to be a more consistently profitable trader and then overall market conditions. But yeah, very bearish day indeed to start out this morning. Fell below that 465.50 support and now continuing to sell off even more. Now we're looking at a support range of around 461.80, and if it cannot hold this support range for pre-market support, then this will sell off even more, right? All right, market is officially open. Officially open. We are live. New camera. Thank you. Thank you. Maybe not a new camera. I know our internet quality is much better this morning. So it could just be the better internet quality. All right, SQQQ to $40. I already have 40 shares in here, so I'm not really wanting to add too many more. Mara, let's look at Mara. Mara's hitting our alert. Well, it looked like it hit an alert. SMCI. Bitcoin, again, China bounced off of that support, 81,500. Same setup as the NASDAQ, right? So that's why I kind of like to watch Bitcoin over the weekend, because it gives me an idea of where the market's going to be as far as waking up in the morning. Looking at the 1 minute here. And there we go. Selling pressure will continue on QQQ due to its tariffs. We have something called Liberation Day, which will be on April 2nd. Okay, which will be on April 2nd. Liberation Day. Basically, future decline amid trade wars. And Trump used tariffs in his first term. His first term for presidency. He also used tariffs. SQQQ up. We're already up 1%, $19 on the day. Love to see it. Very beautiful. I'm trying to pull up the article here. There's nothing but ads. Future decline amid trade tensions and Liberation Day concerns. U.S. stock futures dropped Monday as investors awaited Liberation Day when President Trump will impose a 25% tariff on imported cars and announces reciprocal trade plans. There's even a t-shirt, Liberation Day t-shirt. That's very interesting, isn't it? Here we go, pushing up, 40.46. QQQ selling off. A lot of selling pressure today. We could see QQQ go to 450, 425. No one thought this would actually get to 475 or 470 or even 465 again. And now it's dropped all the way to 460 and continuing to drop. Okay, we got on the right side of the tracks today. SQQQ, we're up almost 2% on our position. Now let's just know when to lock in profits, when to make sure that we are following our trade plan. And today, guys, is the day we are going to be watching this push up. It's already up to 40.56. We're up $32 or 2% on our small account. U.S. stock futures were down early Monday as investors brace for Liberation Day. Donald Trump will roll out new tariff measures. These tariffs set to take effect on April 2nd, including a 25% levy on foreign-made cars and reciprocal tariffs targeting trade partners. Not Trump recent remarks like dismissing concerns about higher car prices have worried investors. Reports indicate he's urging investors to push for tougher tariffs. And to be honest, he really doesn't care about the overall market, right? The market is his least worry here as far as tariffs go. That is his primary focus, and he plans to make sure that he is focusing on those issues. We want to save the country money. We want to impose tariffs on people who are getting away with free trade. And we also, he doesn't really care about the overall stock market. We want you guys to be aware of that. Maybe Biden cared about the stock market more, but he also messed things up a lot too. We're not trying to get into politics. All I'm saying is this is what's going on. This is what's happening. You either like it or you don't like it. SQQQ's up to almost $41. We're up 2.84%. On 40 shares. It's not like I went really heavy. It's not like I bought a ton of shares. I got 20 shares this morning right at the open of pre-market at $39.69. Now I set a limit order for $39.99, hoping that it wouldn't go above that and I wouldn't miss this rally. And I bought in for a better price than $39.99. I actually got in 30 cents cheaper at $39.69. At this first little pullback here, testing this moving average, I bought another 20 at $39.80. So, I mean, we're looking good today. We're looking really good. Pullback here. You know, do we lock in a few profits? Do we hold? I think we hold maybe even longer, maybe majority of the day. Again, though, this could pull back all the way down to that moving average and some. But we're going to be patient. We're going to be patient today. Where's everybody at this morning, huh? Where's all of our people? You guys are aware that we are live, right? Okay, here we go. Bronson, work as usual. Yeah, I hear that, man. I worked for 8 or 10 years. I want to say closer to 10 years at 6 a.m.s. So I never had the chance to trade. Good morning, good morning. How are y'all doing today? Well, over the weekend, we called out about this week's brings crucial data, starting with ISM manufacturing and JOLTS job openings on Tuesday, followed by ADP payrolls, ISM services, and the BLS job report. Now, JOLTS report is expected to show minimal change with job openings falling slightly from January. ISM manufacturing likely fell into contraction in March. And what I'm looking at here, guys, is our Learn to Earn Discord, 100% free. You can check it out. But I did mention this yesterday at 8 o'clock in the morning that employment data is mixed. ADP private payrolls may rise, but official job reports could show fewer jobs. A flood of data is coming, and multiple job and PMI reports may reveal the market's worst fear, a troubling combination of rising prices and weakened job growth. It's a dangerous setup that could freeze the Fed. I can see this possibly sell off more to 450. After news on tariffs and countermeasures, we expect the S&P 500 to settle in the trading range, but a recession could trigger a severe bear market with stocks like Apple potentially falling 40 or 50% due to excessively high implicit growth expectations. Markets currently assign a low probability to a recession, but it's still very possible. And I want you guys all to know that there are going to be significant market volatility in the next couple of months, including both sharp declines and violent rallies. Can you, can you stomach, can you be comfortable holding these positions when so much volatility is present? These are crazy times right now. Know when to take profit and cut your losses. Do not become a bag holder in these market conditions, okay? Liberation Day, I also mentioned it yesterday at 9 last night, that it'll be on April 2nd. And basically a lot of concerns about future tariffs, 25% auto tariffs to take effect April 3rd, 25% tariffs on Canadian and Mexican goods. It's insane. So I entered a short. I entered 20 shares at 11 o'clock last night, technically buying them at about 4:30. So check out the Discord. Really cool information. A lot of great stuff. Bronson F shift change around 5 plus a 2-hour drive from the house. Dang, man. Dang. 2-hour drive. That's killing you, buddy. I hope you're listening to podcasts and you're learning and growing within that 2-hour range. That's where I used to do. I used to listen to podcasts, watch investing videos, listen to audiobooks. I was all about learning and growing and feeding my mind at work, during commute to work, and I did that for years. All right, love to see it. SPY is also down. Tesla down to 245. I think Tesla can go down to 200 bucks. AMD below $100, guys. It was holding up at that $100 for quite some time, and now it's not anymore. Nvidia selling off back to 104. Nvidia, it can go down to $80, and I'm excited to see it. I'm going to be loading up on all of these companies. Well, not all of them. I'm actually going to be focusing probably mostly on Nvidia as far as a long position, and maybe TQQQ. Possibly Tesla, but maybe not so much on Tesla. Meta selling off, Amazon selling off, Apple all selling off. But yeah, I think Nvidia is going to be my long-term play once it gets a nice price point. Overall market is selling off 458.84. Going to be testing at 458.25 again. Now, if there is a lot of consolidation at this level, we could see a nice little rally here, and this could be the end of that selling pressure for at least the short term, right? So we want to do good by locking in profits here. We're up $42 or almost 3% on the day. That's all we wanted today, right? Our goals are moving up from $5 a day goal, which I think it was like $1 a day goal when we first started, to $5 a day to $10 a day, making 20 bucks a day. And now we're pushing up to those higher levels now. We're pushing up to $40 a day. And within the next month or so, we'll be hitting those $100 days, $200 days. And by the end of this year, we should be actually hitting some really nice you know, $500 days, possibly even some $1,000 days toward the end of the year. So I'm excited to share my journey with you all. I hope you guys follow along, like, share, subscribe to the channel, become a Discord member, all that great stuff. I'd love to see it. I'd love to be a catalyst to your success. Whether you learn from my mistakes or you learn from my successes, there's always something you can take away from these live streams here with us. Looks like it is consolidating at this level here. I'm constantly trying to learn. Oil field is blowing and going in Oklahoma. Laugh now. Laugh out loud. The oil field, man. Yep, they make some good money. Oil field makes some good money. You start saving that money, putting that money away, using it, getting it to work for you, then you're gonna be all the better in here in the next year or two, couple years. Looking a little oversold. Tempest AI selling off even more. Celsius pushing up from 32 up to 35. That is beautiful. I knew Celsius was overbought and I wanted to buy a little bit of it, but dang. Beautiful retracement here. 10% on Celsius this morning. Cinex, it's in our range. Aluminum, it's in our buy range, but with the tariffs going on, the 25% tariffs, I'm not comfortable taking this trade right now. But man, I'd love to, you know, even buy just a tracker share. How about that? No, I don't want to buy a tracker share. We're tracking it the way we are right now. Palantir selling off. SoFi down to $11. Lunar back down to $7.50. I'd love to pick some of this up here pretty soon. XPEV bouncing off a 19. Let's see if this starts a nice 3 stages of reversal pattern. Start buying XPEV at 20, sell it at 27. Soundhound selling off from that pre-market support, now testing 782. Crypto still selling off, tried to push up, couldn't quite get there. Gold also selling off, which is interesting to see. Usually when the market sells off, gold will not, but gold pushed down from 1989 all the way down to 1890. A dollar sell-off here for gold. And here we go. We're going to see more selling pressure. SQQQ up to $41. Wow. Wow. We're up $50 today. 3%. Could we get to 100? Could we get to $100 today, guys? If I continue holding. BTC, please. Maybe you should sell, then buy it back to 40. BTC, please. I'll look at Bitcoin here in a second, sir. Yeah, I don't mind. I just want to make sure this still continues its selling. Continue off. 457.50. 457.50. That is just insane here, guys. I think we're going to go ahead and lock in half. Why not? Let's lock in half right now. Boom. We just sold 20 shares at 41.16. From 39.80. So really, I mean, I'm only making about $1.25 per share. $1.25 a share. Something like that. Okay, so while this is kind of retracing, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin for my friend here, Shirag. Shirag, check this out. It's finding support at 81,400. It has for the last at least couple of weeks now, right? Since 313. So I'd love to see this bounce, but I think this could actually sell off even more. Okay. We want to be careful with this. 81.4 is your support. And it got rejected off of this moving average on the 4 hour. So not looking good. Big red candle on the 1 hour. Yeah, and it's below that moving average on the daily. So we need to be careful. A lot more selling pressure could come about here on this level. This is now a resistance level, and the more resistance levels, the harder it's going to be to get above some of these moving averages and these resistance levels. So could catch some support here. Let's wait and see what happens. But I want you to know, Chirag, that what's my view? I think it's still going to sell off. We might get a bounce, but overall, guy, crypto has no real value. And when investors start trying to convince people to buy their crappy company, their penny stock, meme coin, altcoin, or even Bitcoin now, it's a little unsettling. If there's so much value in something, why are there so many people trying to convince other people to buy it? Do you see anyone going online and saying, hey, you guys have to buy Nvidia, or hey, you have to buy Meta? No. We just know Nvidia is a good solid company. Meta is Facebook. It's a good solid company. Amazon's a solid company. You don't have anyone going and begging investors to buy into Amazon. Right? You do? You don't? Whatever. Bitcoin, it just seems like every single day crypto bros are trying to like throw this in your face of why you have to buy Bitcoin, why you have to invest in it, why it's the future, why there's so much value in it. There's not, my guys. There's no value in Bitcoin. It's scary and it's sad and it's true, but I that's kind of why I don't invest in it. That's why I really have not been investing in it. I did the first initial run from 30,000 to 50. I did another small run from 50 to 75. Even at 75, I thought it was overbought. Had a small run, 75 to 107, 108. And then it's been selling off ever since. $109,000, it's been selling off. How can we trust something that can't hold above 100,000? Right? It's very scary. Very scary. I'd be very cautious with this. Only buy when it's showing signs of it going up. Right now, there's no signs of it going up. Now, this was a nice big fake out. And then from 76, it pushed up to 88. That was a nice run. But now it's very bearish. It's really risky. And I'd be very cautious with it, my friend. All right, are we going to get the reversal here? I'd love to see more selling pressure. As long as it doesn't break this moving average, we are still looking good here. I want you guys to remember that from, what was it? Was it Friday? Yeah, see this? It could do this again. What it did on Friday. I bought down here, I sold here, I made like, I think $10 or $20. When really I should have held all the way along this moving average. Could have been up $120. Okay? So that's what I want to try to do a good job here today, making sure that it looks like it's actually retracing. No, getting rejected again. And I'm up $52, 3% on the day. I mean, I think that's pretty sufficient. I don't want to test my luck any more than that. Hasn't broken the trend yet, though. We could very easily give this all back. Early stages of a recovery on the NASDAQ. There we go, big green candle. Let's see if it gets rejected off of 460. I'd love to see a rejection off of 460 and make a newer low. And again, I've already locked in most of my profits up here. Most of my profits were made already. What are some levels we're looking at here? It is below those previous levels that it was trading in. I love to see that, right? We were trading within that channel for quite some time. and now we're not. On the weekly, it has a little ways to go. I think it can go to 450. You know, I really do. Uh-oh, above that moving average on the 1 minute. 5 minutes still looking good here. I'm not an investor. I crypto. I am a trader. Hey, that's great. That's great to hear. I know you're a trader, but even just trading it is a bit risky for me, to be honest. Like if the market rallies right now, this could rally and pump up, you know, a few thousand and you could make some money. Doesn't mean it has to, but that's what it looks like it's trying to do, right? This 81 to 83 was a nice move. So anytime you can buy at 81 and sell at 83, it's definitely a good move right there, right? It's a nice little range to be in for Bitcoin itself at the moment. There we go, selling off. It got up to that moving average and started coming back down. 460 is its 9 EMA. 460. Looks like Tesla's trying to recover. Very nice push up from Tesla. Apple getting rejected. Amazon trying to push up from 184 levels. Meta also trying to push up and recover now. Microsoft kind of stag right there. Google trying to push up from 150. Nvidia pushing up from 103. AMD trying to push up from $99. And I'd love to see all of these get rejected one more time. Love to see all these get rejected one more time here for another leg down, maybe to 450. It's already at 457. No one believed it could get to 470 or 460, and it did. I believe this could easily go to 450. And SQQQ could potentially go up to $45 or $50, maybe by the end of the week. But again, it's not something I like to do. I don't like to hold positions overnight. That's why I trade them every day. And there's also a, what's it called? There's a, what am I trying to say? There's this weird like adjustment that SQQQ has to where like it readjusts itself daily at the end of the day to match back with QQQ. It also has a decaying factor, so the more you hold it, the longer you hold it, the more it actually will depreciate your asset in a way. It's called a decaying factor because it's a triple leveraged ETF. Okay. Come on, get rejected off of 460s. No, it's gonna push up, huh? And you notice how like we had 40 shares when we went up, locked in profit, and now that there's 20 shares on the downside, it actually hasn't taken away really much. We're up $50. It's only taken away about $8 of my profit on 20 shares. And that's probably where I should have locked in profits right there. But we still have a long way to go. This could get rejected again. Again, this is the volatility that I was talking about. The volatility that I mentioned, that's going to be here. Okay, breaking that 9 EMA, so that would be a good sign to get out. Honestly, that second red candle would have been a good sign to get out as well. And we got some reports coming out this week too, so this could be a nice little bull trap. It looks like what it's setting up to be. Little bull trap here for people. Get their hopes up, have people start to buy in at 457, and then have a nice quick red candle. But the markets overall are oversold. They are extremely oversold, which means we could get a nice rebound. Back up to even moving average, 493 even, if we really wanted to have a really nice rally. Which then you could buy TQQQ, and you could ride that wave up. And there it goes. Big push up. How are you all doing today? What are you guys watching? Looks like Bitcoin is also pushing. Yeah. That big red candle and it went all the way back up. So 81.5 is still showing a nice support here, or 81.4. Okay, still showing a really nice support at around 81,400. Now coming back down, we're going to get that retest here. See if that move was actually valid. Love to see this sell off even more, man. And honestly, I'm not like I would get actually that much more because of 20 shares here. Maybe another 28 bucks, another 40 would be nice. Look at that green candle, that red candle. A lot of red volume, but now curling over. MACD showing signs of curling over. RSI pushing up. Okay, QQQ, pretty much giving back that entire green candle right here. There we go, more selling pressure on the Qs. So that could have been a nice little spot to load up some more at 430 for SQQQ to ride this back up as it begins to sell off more. And look at this on the 1 minute. We got a really good price point. I was risking, maybe I was going to risk about $5, $10, maybe $5 to make, you know, $50 already. That's a 1 to 10 risk to reward. Pretty good. 1 to 10 risk to reward. Okay, Tesla trying to stay up. Looks like it's continuing to get rejected. Oh no, pushing up still. Looking good. Wow, Bernie, that's cool. Yeah, there's a lot of ways you can do it. You can set alerts too. Set an alert at a specific number, buy. Set an alert at a specific number to sell. Anytime those hit, boom, buy, boom, sell. Boom, buy, boom, sell. Just definitely could automate Bitcoin in a way. You could also just mine it. You could also mine Bitcoin. SPY pushing up. Would have been nice to lock in, I guess, all my profits there at 41. I think we're up, what, 50, 55, $60. That's okay. Still believe this can sell off even more. News, not really any new news. Let's see if anything comes up. So dumb. I don't want to buy your stupid freaking crap. Yep, looks like there is going to be a break of pattern potentially. We'll see if this gets rejected. If not, then we will just get out and lock in our 2% profit on the day. But still early, guys. The day is extremely early. It's only 8 o'clock. Market's only been open for 30 minutes, showing signs of it selling off and now trying to rebound. But at the same time, look at this. This can continue to sell off, bounce off that 9 EMA, continue to get rejected and make lower lows throughout the day. Also, retrace, start pushing back. And if we do start seeing those signs to where it looks like this, but in reverse, and just starts kind of trickling up slowly, then maybe we go long on it, right? But the whole point is we want to make sure we have confirmation and it's showcasing true direction. Okay, QQQ getting rejected again. Will the market close red or green today? I'm starting a poll. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. I believe the markets will end red today, but that's my opinion. So there you go. There's a poll. I'd love to know what your thoughts are. Will the market close red today or will it close in the green? All right, looks like trades are coming in. 67% say it's going to close red, 33% say green. Complete change of direction, though. I'm really upset with myself. Great execution, great entry, and now I just feel like I'm wasting it by holding longer, right? Gave back about $10. Not bad. Still up 40 bucks, 2.5%. I do believe QQQ can sell off even more. We're just testing that level here. But the last thing you want to do is hold and give away all your profits too. I sold way too early and I left $100 on the table. So every day's different, every trade's different, and you can't ever do what I just did. You cannot base today's trade off of yesterday's emotions, right? Like, yeah, you didn't hold long enough on SQQQ the other day, right? You didn't. It's showing signs that you could have. The reasoning behind it, but I didn't. Today, it's a whole completely different setup. It had a strong rejection, right? There wasn't that continuation here. It's actually getting rejected quite aggressively, but at the same time, it could push up still, right? Still above this 45 EMA. It's what we're kind of holding on to. 40 was a resistance. It's now acting as a support. So 40 could be a solid, level of support here. And again, so like your thought process moving into something, you can't. You can look at ranges. You can look at ranges, but you should never base your trade on what you felt the day before. Like, I could have held it, like this. Well, there's no reason to hold it here, right? It flatlined. Bought this one overnight. Could have sold down here, didn't. Okay, so just it's very interesting when you start looking at it. Bigger picture, smaller picture, all of it. Macro, micro. I'm I'm basing my Magic 8 Ball market close guess on the daily MACD of QQQ. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, that is amazing. Look at that daily candle. Oh, wait, wrong one. QQQ. Look at that daily candle. So, and it did have a gap down. This gap down could get filled, and it could pop right back up to 468, 469. So that's a scary part. That is actually scary. And it looks like that's what it's doing. I want to see this get rejected. That'd be nice. Like right here, see how it pushed up? Couldn't get above and got rejected. I'd love to see that happen right here. Push up, get rejected. SQQQ down to 40.17, giving back about $15 of my profit so far, holding on to this piece of crap. Longer than I should have. I'm still holding it longer than I should be right now. I want to see a rejection though off of that moving average. We got a long way to go to get there, but at the same time, look at it, it's testing that 9 EMA again. Could it get rejected off of that 9 EMA? It could. 461.98 is the 9 EMA level. 461.99. And this could be the area where it gets rejected. 461.99. There we go. Love to see a rejection here on that moving average to make some more money. Nope, looks like it's going to push up. There we go. QQQ getting rejected off of that moving average. Let's see if it's going to hold up and continue to sell off. Nope. I don't know. Looking like this moving average showing signs of a reversal here. No, wasn't able to get it. Gonna test it again. Yeah, I should have did what Kristen said and should have sold more, locked in more of my profits, and then I could have bought back in. I love that mentality. I'd love to see SQQ try to stay above 40.13 if it's wanting higher. Yeah, definitely. It's going to have to stay above this moving average. Same with QQQ. It's going to have to continue to get rejected, and it is. It's struggling, right? It's struggling hard. It can go either way. Come on, get rejected. Past that 9 EMA. 9 EMA is acting as a support. Previous support's acting as a resistance. There we go. Nice little push for SQQQ. And there we go. Selling pressure will continue. All right, there we go. So I think the selling pressure is going to continue today, guys. Let's make sure we are aware of that. Testing that 9 EMA. I'd love to see it curl back over and make lower lows. It's been doing it in the past, as you can see here. And as you can see here, getting rejected off of that 9 EMA. Come on, baby. Keep getting rejected here. It's getting squeezed. Something's going to happen. Look at this. It's getting squeezed. It's either going to squeeze up or squeeze down, but it's going to do something. It's not going to stay within this tiny little range all day. And there we go. SQQQ below the 9 EMA. Let's get back below that 45 moving average, and we will get a nice, another big red candle here on QQQ. And guys, to put this into perspective here, okay, $20 a day. If you can lock in $20 a day consistently all year, you will make $5,000 on your account. Okay, now imagine $40. You make $40 a day, you're making $10,000 a year now on your account. We get to $100 a day, we're making $25,000 a year, growing our account. So small profits do add up. You know, $20, $30, $40 a day, it does add up. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Could get some more change in direction here. A lot of consolidation though, so I'm thinking it'll come back down. Here we go. Let's see. Is it going to do this all day? Or are we going to get a rally? Chicago PMI came in better than what was expected. But I don't know how well it's going to actually move the markets. This actually might have been right here at 8 o'clock. This could have been that small little push at 8. And I am really excited to buy some NVIDIA, guys. I cannot wait to buy some NVIDIA at like $80, $90. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. For a nice long position, this can go all the way back up to crazy levels, 150s and higher, right? So I'm excited to almost double my money when NVIDIA decides to actually go up. Okay, on the 1 minute chart, NASDAQ is selling off, testing that 45-day EMA again. Now if this can't hold, this will get rejected. Back down to 460. And there we go. Back up in that $40 range. Starting to trickle up. This is exactly what we want to see, right? Test, retest, test, retest. And we want to see this slowly start trickling up like this. This is the trade that we want. One more big red candle, guys. And now we have our range for the day, right? We have our range. We got our 457.35, and we got our resistance, 461.80. Now there is some pre-market resistance, but if it can't get above this resistance, there's no point in saying it's going to get above this one resistance or that resistance. It needs a lot of work to get back above to that bullish level, and I'm just not seeing it right now. Very bearish, getting rejected off of that moving average still. As long as it continues to get rejected, we will make lower lows and lower highs, and it could just consolidate in this level here, but it is above those moving averages, so now we are going to wait. Direction is now in our favor. As this begins to sell off more, SQQQ will begin to push up even higher. And I'm just happy we held on to those 20 shares. Sold 20 shares way up here at 41.16 when it peaked at 41.20. I believe that was an amazing trade right there. Great execution from us. And now we'd love to see this again. Come all the way back down to 457. Maybe be testing this support level to see if it does get another bounce even more. Well, we're in a good position now. We've locked in profits. We got a nice position size here, not too heavy, not too light, at 39.74, so a really great average. And as this continues to push up, we can lock in another 3%. I'd like to see SQQQ try to get above 40.51. Yes, me too. And I believe it can. I believe it can. That's what we're waiting for here. Here we go. 448, 449. Okay, we're going to retest this moving average. Make sure that we are bearish, in fact. Let's see it get rejected here. And if this is your first time watching, guys, we trade live every single day, 100% free, just for you guys. Love to see more rejection here. Come on. More rejection. Don't start going up on me. Don't start going up. The 9 EMA crossed over the 45 EMA. I'd love to see it get rejected even more. There we go. And remember, this is the 1 minute candle. 5 minute is good for more long term. Still looking very bearish as far as the 5 minute candle goes. Man, Celsius is up 7%, almost 8% today. What in the world? From 33 to 36, 7.5%, guys. And I was talking about this yesterday on our Sunday Stock Talk. Wow, beautiful, beautiful trade. XPEV also up 3.5% today. Called that out on the Sunday Stock Talk as well. Okay, SQQQ is now above 454. 455. That means QQQ is still selling off. Okay, QQQ back to 460. Back to 460 and dropping. See how it came down and retested? So this is all showing signs of progress up. And honestly, could have a trailing stop loss, right? We could have a trailing stop loss for around maybe 5-10 cent difference. If we go here, trailing stop, let's say 10 shares, trailing amount, let's go 15 cents. Let's go 20 cents. Nah, let's go 10 cents. 10 cents. 40.55. 10-cent trail at 457. Well, it can go to 447 pretty easily. How it's trailing along with it now. 457. I'm actually going to move this out of here for now because it could change very quickly. But as long as this continues to sell off, I don't mind holding SQQQ. I've got to run. Good luck with the market today, everyone. Thanks again, Johnny and others. Heck yeah, man. Good to see it. We're up to 40.60 on SQQQ and still rising. A great call out. If it holds above 440.50, like you said, we'll see some more bulling. Some more bull. All right, man. You guys have a good day. Or Bernie, you have a good day, sir. Okay, here we go. Gonna get another retest. Does it get rejected again? Or does it rally right here? 5 minute. Nice little doji candle there. Where are we at? We're almost at an hour. Almost at an hour on the live stream. Smash that like button for me. I'd appreciate it if you do. All right, this would also be one of those companies that we just kind of hold. We hold the majority of the day, just like we saw on Friday. It sold off aggressively on Friday. We missed out on $120. We locked in profits, but we missed out on a significant move. So I'm thinking maybe we hold throughout the day. We're already back up to almost $50 on the day. But, you know, could we see 150, maybe 200? I mean, it is definitely very possible. We don't want to get greedy, but we also want to make sure that we don't sell too early. You know, 20 shares, that can give you another $100 if it goes up to 45. If it goes up to 50, I can see another $200. And there is no real end in sight. I mean, QQQ could continue to sell off majority of the day. It could bounce at these levels, but it looks like it's just slowly selling off. Back to 459.70. And it's just continuing to sell off. So, love to see it. And maybe that is what we do. We do a trailing stop, 10 shares at 463. As this begins to push up, it'll go up with it. If it goes down 10 cents, down to 455 or something, I'll lock in my profits there. Use this trailing stop to our advantage. Okay, QQQ about to hit 470. There it is, 470. QQQ selling off 459.37. I don't want to sell my position too early. 10 cents isn't much, right? It went up to 474 and back to 465 in like a second. So, maybe having a 15 or 20 cent stop might be a better idea. What do you guys say? Lock in at 50? I say maybe we lock in profits at 50. There we go, 2 green candles in a row. Could be a reversal here at 459.70, 459.30, 459.50. Could be that area. We got to get back below 459.50 to see some more selling pressure. Struggling here. Let that selling pressure continue. Five minutes, still very red. See what happens here. 459.60, 459.50. Yeah, get below that. Get below 459.50. There we go. Keep selling off. 459.30. We're up 3% on the day, guys. 3%. Not when to lock in profits, that's for sure. Okay. Sell, trailing stop. Let's go 15 cents. At 467, you'd have to go all the way down to 450. There we go. And this is what I should have did on Friday as well. Should have had a nice trailing stop. Would have followed it all the way up, even when I got away from my computer screen. So. Big green candle for QQQ. It did break that 9 EMA trend again. This is that market volatility we were talking about, right? See, and then that one little candle here, that was a 16 cents, 16-cent move, so it would have actually stopped me out of my trailing stop loss. Okay, struggling to get above 460 and stay above 460. I want to see if this is making a lower high or a higher low, or if this is making a lower high, right? I want to know what is it doing. If it's making a higher low, then this can actually start to recover. If it's making a lower high, then this can actually start to sell off more. I want to make sure that we're making the right decision because we're literally like right in the middle here. Right in the middle. And it could come all the way back up to test this moving average. Very easily it can. On the 5-minute, getting rejected off the 9 EMA. have did a better job locking in profits right at 40.72. And remember, guys, this can sell off all day long like it did Friday, or it could begin to rally and finally push up from these levels. That's why I'm trying to be really patient here with my position, because it could bounce right off this level and push right back up. Okay, QQQ back to 460.80s. A lot of consolidation. Going to be testing at 45 EMA very soon. Man, look at that green candle. Look at all that green. Look how volatile that is. Insane. The volatility. I love it. I love to see it. Is it time for the bulls to come out to play? Again, we could still retest 463 and get rejected. And it could begin to bull rally too. Big green candle. Look at that green candle. See what it does. Strong rejection off of 461.80. We could see a breakout here at 461. See how I made a lower low? Or it had a low and then a higher low? This could actually begin to push up. We want to do a good job by making sure we lock in our profits. Okay, getting rejected. Still having trouble getting above 461.80. Continues to get rejected at the moving average. We are up $37, 2.5%. I think what I'm going to do here, guys, is in the live stream, and I'll give you an update in our Discord. So definitely consider joining our Discord. It's 100% free, lifetime access. Get in now while it is free, because it might not be free for long. And that's where I'll give you my updates on whether how much money I locked in, if I'm still holding my position, etc. But it looks like it's going to be doing this all day. A lot of choppiness. As long as it continues to stay below 461.80, I don't mind holding, as this could continue to get rejected. So still holding this. Looks like we're about to push back above $40 in profit. And yeah, I'll give you guys an update in the Discord. I appreciate your guys' time. Like always, remember, let's end the year on a green note. And we will see you all in our recap video for today's trading and tomorrow morning's live day trading session at Market Open. Hope to see you all there. Don't be late. Just kidding. Have a great day, guys.